you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Tar Heels will put total lever to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. Trying play action. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. The 40. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tar Heels. How about this defense taking one back to the house? It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The running back has it. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top with the catch. It's Marshall. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed well.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Hawkeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Lopez to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Finds his tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting.
Going for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Second down, he'll throw it. Gets open down the middle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Makes it past the marker. Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Lopez wants to fire. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 8 over Clemson. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for room. It's Marshall. There he goes. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his man down the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The run from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. Spins away from the defender. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Lopez to pass. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He fires to the left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pocket breaking down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Lopez wants to fire. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Tar Heels! A great catch and run for 6.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Under fire. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They'll line up for a second down play. Off play action. Gets it out quickly. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires to the big fella. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Punch it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lopez to pass. The sure hands, it's Wilcox. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. I just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Lopez wants to fire. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy catch.
The Hawkeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
You know, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
It's not always easy, and it's not always easy to call a basic play on 4th down. But it is when you convert it. You've called this play so many times, had so much success. This was a day 1 install in fall camp. Nice, successful run on 4th down.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the single back. Got some room in into the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Extra point here will tie the game.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He threw it big the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Lopez to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big...
Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Pulls it in, it's shipped. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Give to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Making side adjustments here. Lopez wants to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game, late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Marshall. He goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up anything, but he did save a few seconds. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly. Got to find a completion on this one. Touchdown, Iowa! They move on top here in the 4th.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Lopez to pass. Here's a heat. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.